Welcome back to another geography video, and today we're in Siberia once again. And finally, we're gonna make a video now about the city of Magadan, which I haven't done so far, but I've done throughout all the other cities in the area a video already, and I've spoken about this quite some time, so it's about time that we make a video about this place. Though I have to apologize, if you live in Magadan, I have made a big oopsie doopsie, because in another video I called this place Magadan, not Magadan. It says Magadan. I think that's how it's pronounced. I have no clue if you're Russian and I pronounced your hometown wrong. I am apologizing very big. So not only is the town called Magadan, but also the oblast, meaning like the region in area, like a state in the United States. We know that it's located in the Magadan Oblast. It's here in the far east of Siberia. But also a very interesting thing about this city is the fact that it's connected with a road to most of Russia. Because most of this area out in Siberia is not even connected to any major road. But Magadan actually has a road which has been built specifically to reach itself. This is the Road of Bones, which we made a video on earlier, which basically is probably considered the deadliest road in Russia, which was built because of Gulag prisoners. And what is interesting about this road is that it connects to Magadan, this super out in the nowhere city, to the rest of Russia, meaning you can drive all the way from Moscow. Basically 6 days of driving from St. Petersburg. That is absolutely insane, and that is without stopping, by the way. Like, you obviously have to stop, so I would honestly say this is more like 2 weeks of driving when you're stopping, which is just absolutely insane. This just shows how big of a country Russia is, especially on the width. So anyway, let's go down into Magadan and see what goes on here in the city. I don't know. What do we have for interesting stuff? Here's some type of, like, is this a museum? I like to always check out the Russian museums because they kind of look good. Hey, this is some type of like Soviet art thing. I don't know. Oh look, this is like traditional Inuit art on ivory. Pretty cool. Some type of like minerals and ores and stuff from some mine shaft. Oh look, we have, what are these even called in English? I want to hunt one of these. They exist in Sweden. What are they called in English? If you guys know what this bird is called in English, write that in comments. I have no idea. I didn't know they had this in Siberia, but alright. Oh look, I think that is a mammoth tusk. Oh yeah, and I think this is like a, if I'm not sure, this is a child mammoth. I don't think this is the real thing. This is like a replica of the child mammoth. A reindeer, a bunch of animals. Alright, that's cool. That's a cool looking museum, but let's see if we can find something even better here in Magadan. Whoa! Hold up, pause. Look at this cool monument. I literally found something cooler. This is a mammoth monument made out of like scraps and stuff. Some type of orca also. Cool looking beach they have here. There's some type of chill. This is a harbor city, so it makes sense that it would be like harbor themed playground, I guess. I wonder how many people live in this town, because look how big it is. Okay, we have a place called Kupol, which means like, it's the same word in Swedish, like it means this, What is this? Mayak? I think I've heard that before. Oh yeah, is that what Mayak means? It means lighthouse. Because I've heard that word before in another video, which was also a lighthouse. So I think Mayak must mean lighthouse in Russian. Oh look, it's a iron fish and an iron crab. I mean, I like this like street art they're making. Here's some musician, I think. This is a really cool drone shot of the city. This is actually perfect. This is exactly what I was looking for, low-key. We have the beautiful ocean here. I guess if you go that direction, you will end up in Japan eventually. Here we have the Mayak, meaning lighthouse. Yeah, I mean, this is a pretty good looking park. Here we have some playground. Is there an outside gym here somewhere, if I may ask? Here's some skate ramp. What is going on? I mean, I'm surprised there isn't more boats in the ocean. I would expect, okay, the harbor is over there, to be fair. But I feel like, wouldn't it be more popular for people to go out fishing maybe in a place like this? Man, this city looks really big, actually. They're building something here as well. A lot of like these Soviet blocks. Okay, this does not look too good in shape, but this park looks really good. Well kept, actually. Okay, there's some type of restaurant. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Oh boy, what is that? Pizza with some meat on top of it. Alright. Oh, is that creme brulee? Bro, I love creme brulee so much. It's literally the most go-to dessert. And this also looks... Is this a cheesecake? Yeah, it's cheesecake. Alright, whatever this restaurant is, they have good taste. We found some World War II memory. Looking cool. I swear, in every single Russian town you'll find some type of like World War II memorial thing. Okay, here's more pictures of this like memorial. I wonder if there's a street view of this location. Yeah, it seems like there is. Okay, let's head down here. Whoop. Okay, where are we? Oh yeah, here it is. Here's the World War II memorial photo. I think this is a map of, yeah, this is a map of the Far East. Here we have then Chuchny, here we got Kamchatka, and here we have the area we're in right now. Okay. Okay, I thought it was a pull-up bar. I'm stupid. I'm just always searching for a gym whenever I'm exploring a new place. I gotta hit the gains, even in Siberia. Ooh, that's a very interesting looking ice cream. I guess that's so people won't rob the ice cream, but like that's crazy. They have a cage for the people sitting inside serving ice cream. Is it that much of a problem in the city of Magadan that, you know, people walk around stealing ice cream from ice cream stores that they have to put them in a cage? That's crazy. People must just really like ice cream here, which is understandable. This is like the last place I expected to find food like this, but to be fair, this looks really good. That's a good looking kebab, bro. But wait, they have Coca-Cola and Fanta and Sprite here. It's 2023. What? I thought these types of drinks don't exist in Russia anymore because of the sanctions. It seems like in the magical shawarma store in Magadan, they still got that. Ooh, this actually looks really good, to be fair. This also looks good, bro. Whoa, this shawarma store, they are cooking. This is looking good. I need to stop looking at food, guys. We need to focus on the important stuff in Magadan. Ooh, look, more food. I gotta look at that. Bro, what is this? It's a cinema. There's where they watch movies and a bunch of like children's playground stuff. Oh yeah, of course. You can't have a Russian city without a tank in it. I feel like in every single Russian city they have like a monument. Ooh, a bunch of monuments like this with a bunch of like tanks and stuff from World War II just laying there. I mean, this is cool. This is cool. Why can't we just do that? Like, we have a lot of like abandoned, just like not used tanks as well in Sweden. Like, why can't we just do this? This is just free aura farming by the government, where they have like a sign and then like a heart. This might seem like a reversed R, but in Russia, this is pronounced ya. This is pronounced as normal, an M and an A, but this is a G actually in Russian. Ya love Magadan. Why are they aura farming so hard with this monument? Look at this. Bro, oh, I love this. We have this a lot in Sweden too, to be fair. We have a lot of like airplane monuments around the roads when you drive around in Sweden. Every single time you drive up north in Sweden, you will just pass a ton of like airplanes like this. That's crazy. They have missiles on display here. That is crazy. But like tanks is also next level. We need some tanks. We need to put up some tanks alongside the road. This looks cool. We have a restaurant called Pyramida. That means the pyramid. Whoa. They are cooking. And I mean literally. They are literally cooking food. This is looking really fire. I'm literally so fat, bro. It's insane. I need to lock in. And this is why it's dangerous for me to travel to countries where food is very cheap. Like, going to the restaurant is cheap, because in Sweden it's expensive. That's the only reason why I'm not fat. That's because going to the restaurant every single day and ordering stuff in Sweden, I would be so broke. I already am broke, but I would be even more broke. That's why I just have to stay away from Eastern Europe. I would just become so insanely fat. I mean, just look at this stuff, bro. I would just eat. I would just go See something interesting in this city, which isn't just like monuments and food. Is there anything else they have going here? Oh look, here's another cool looking monument I found. What is this? Is this some type of like, I don't know, it looks like a cross. I don't know what the meaning of this monument is. Mask of Sorrow. What is this? Oh, what? This looks very dramatic. What is this? Mask of Sorrow. Is this some type of like Gulag monument? That is what I'm supposing, because I've seen similar things in like Norilsk and Vorkuta, places like this. Was this a Gulag town? I'm actually not sure if Magadan was a Gulag town originally. But I'm definitely gonna look up what's up with this Mask of Sorrow. Doesn't say anything. Can I go into Street View in front of it? Yes, I can. I'm not sure what this is, but my guess, based upon the look, it's a cross in the middle, a bunch of faces. It looks very brutalist. Is that this is probably some type of like Gulag memorial. Maybe it was a bunch of Gulags here in the Magadan. I don't know. I don't know the complete lore, but we're gonna read about it very soon. We're gonna go and read about the history of this city, because I don't actually know much about it. I mean, it would make sense that this could be a Gulag town. Or maybe it's about the Road of Bones. You see, it goes right here, the Road of Bones. I mean, thousands of people died building this road. Really hard terrain here in the middle of nowhere, Siberia. There's a hotel here called Ukraine. Yeah, there is literally a hotel here. It's called Ukraine. That's a really weird name for a hotel. I mean, pretty okay entrance, but what does the rooms look like? Is there no image? This shows up as an image of the hotel. That's crazy. I mean, this looks like something straight off the back rooms. Here's another one called Okień, which sounds like the Polish word for window. It's not that bad, actually. I mean, for a place like this, I thought it would... didn't think it would look that good. I mean, this looks alright. Oh, yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks really, really good. Okay, I need to stop looking at food, guys. I gotta lock in. Oh, what? No way. No way. I did not expect them to have such a cool church in a place like this. Is this seriously here? I've seen this church in images before on like the internet, but I never knew it was located here. This church is huge, dude. Like, actually, this is a really impressive, like, Russian Orthodox church. And they have some type of monument, maybe of a saint or something outside. Oh no, there's no street view right in front of it. Alright, let's go into the church then instead. Okay, oh, we're inside of the church. Let's start at the beginning, actually. Feels weird to just, like, start in a... Here we are at the entrance. Oh, that's a really cool icon right at the entrance. I love the look at this church, man. This is genuinely a beautiful church. I did not expect, because I've seen this church before at images, but I never knew it was located here in Magadan. This is cool. Like, this is genuinely really impressive. Good architecture. Let's go in. Okay. Okay, here's like an icon store. You can buy icons. This is a really impressive altar, I have to say. I did not expect a place like this. Man, I got to say, I love Orthodox churches. They're so beautiful on the inside with all the iconography on the side. And here we have the altar where the priest stands, and here we have, you notice that in Orthodox churches there are no benches, because during a divine liturgy, that's what they call, it's not called mass. Everyone's just standing up instead. I'm also happy that the street view like image is so sharp. Like, you get a really good view of the location. Like, this is a really good church. Like, they really went all in. They went all in when they designed this. Whoever painted this is really talented also. It's right on the other side of the church. There was some type of, I think this is some type of like government building. Okay, here's some type of geological museum. Oh, that's a really cool inside of this gem, or I don't know the English word for what this is called. Look at this photo. Some dude holding up a fish. I mean, this is literally me. This is literally the facial expression you make when you catch a really big fish. Bro is in the peak of his life. There is no better feeling than catching a PR in the fishing. Come on, bro. So it's a wooden carving of a wolf. I gotta say, wood carving is such an underrated hobby. Really cool. Oh, I think this is some type of World War II monument based on like the Red Star. That's what I'm thinking. Once again, I think I found another. Yeah, here's a monument of some guy. Wait, they have like Budget Big Ben in the middle of Magadan. That's crazy. Is there a bar here named Alaska Bar? Alaska Bar. I wonder what it feels like for someone who actually lives in Alaska, who goes here. I wonder if is the owner, has he some type of connection to Alaska? I mean, this looks more Russian than anything. Oh yeah, we have king crab. That's very Alaskan. There's probably a lot of like crab in this area of Russia as well. Bro, can they just like stop with this? I mean, just look at the food. I'm becoming so hungry. I've been recording videos now for quite some time today, and I'm literally starving, and then I'm like looking at food like this, and I'm getting so hungry by looking at this. It looks like a very typical Russian city, I'm gonna be honest. Nothing insanely special, but I mean, I kind of like the Eastern European aesthetic. It's crazy that I can technically drive here. It is technically possible for me to drive here all the way from Sweden. Like, that would take me, how long would that take me? It would take me from St. Petersburg here, it took like 6 days to drive without stopping. I would have to drive through all of Karelia, would have to drive through northern Norway. So it would probably not be too much longer. So I would honestly say it would probably take me 16 days to drive all the way from Sweden to this location. But the fact is that is possible, that is even like a possibility, is insane. And you know, I noticed one thing which is interesting about Russia, which is the gas prices in Russia are so insanely low. I think Russia has like 3 times lower gas prices than in Sweden. They have the lowest gas prices in all of Europe, which is, I feel like that is almost like necessary. I mean, in a country this big, where you kind of have to own a car to be able to travel around, it's the same thing in the US, where US have really low gas prices in comparison to Europe. A lot of people don't make a lot of money. Like, you need to have low gas prices, otherwise you're cooked. Like, you're not getting anywhere. It's in the middle of some lake here, right? Also, drone shot in winter. The lake is frozen. Yeah, it's beautiful. This looks a lot like Scandinavia, to be honest, though. Got the frozen river. It looks like it has a little bit of overflow on it, though. I can walk around, though. Also a pretty nice looking place. Okay, there is actually a street view here on the tip of the peninsula, which Magadan is located. Oh, there's an Orthodox cross here. Very cinematic locations to put one up. Okay, I was thinking like a picture of this beach in summer, but okay, we got a picture of it in winter. And you get here by driving here on the Road of Bones. Boom, now we're here. We're here on like the deadliest road in all of Russia. Not really like deadliest in terms of driving on it, but like in terms of how it was made. Why is this road so good though? I mean, actually, look at the state of this road. This is a really high quality road. There is no potholes. When I think of Eastern Europe and I think of Russia, I'm thinking potholes. Why is this road low-key better than the road I'm driving on in Sweden at the moment? Magadan is a port town in the administrative center of Magadan Oblast. Yeah, the Oblast is named after this city. Okay, now we got the explanation. Do you remember that monument of that face on that hill? Now I understand why. It was a major transit center for political prisoners during the Stalin era. Yeah, that's why. That's why it looks like that. And it was also the administrative center of Dalstroy forced labor gold mining operation. That was not good news either. As I said, I saw those monuments and I was thinking, like, I didn't know the lore of this town, but it turns out, yeah, it did in fact have to do with Stalin and all the horrible crimes he did against his own people. The town has various cultural institutions and religious establishments, such as the Holy Trinity Cathedral. Yeah, that was a really cool cathedral we were looking at. And the Roman Catholic Church of Nativity. What? I didn't know they were a Catholic church there. Wow, this church looks really impressive. I'm surprised there's Catholics this far out in Siberia. Oh no, I have a suspicion why they're Catholic, because I know there's a lot of Polish people that were deported out in the Far East. I actually even have relatives, Polish and German relatives, who were sent out here into the Far East of Siberia. And yeah, they never came back. They were sent, you know, towards the Far East after World War II to the gulags. They were Polish and German. So now what I'm reading a little bit about this Catholic Church is that it was in fact founded because of the Polish community who were deported towards the Far East to work in labor camps in this area. And the survivors essentially made this Roman Catholic Church, because obviously Polish people are generally speaking Catholic. So, and here is a map of the population in the town, and actually it was actually way less than I thought. I thought that actually would be more people living here, but still 90,000 people is quite a lot. Because this is a gulag town, many people lived here against their will, so you could expect that after the collapse of the Soviet Union, a lot of people moved out instantly. So you can see a massive drop here just in the short 10-year period. Look, here's a cool looking monument of Magadan. Here is a Lenin statue, and here's the Mask of Sorrow that we talked about earlier, which is a remembrance of the people that died in the Gulag forced labor camps here. And here's another statue of Lenin. Also, here's a pretty interesting and easy to see map, which kind of displays the R504 highway, which we looked at, which is also known as the Road of Bones, which goes here from the Sakha Republic all the way through this absolutely terrible terrain. This road was built by Gulag prisoners, leading all the way to Magadan, where these Gulag prisoners would be transported, basically. And as you can see, you can drive all the way here. Also, I don't know what's up with this road. Is this road not completed? Is it currently being built? Like, I don't know what this is supposed to mean. I think that's everything for today's video about Magadan. And if you want me to make a video reacting to another city, comment that city or maybe that country or region or anything down in the comments, and I will make a video about it.